Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and welcome to day 4 of Neutral Side of the Palette. So today's video, originally I was going to use a different palette, but then I got a request from my friend Didi, one of my subscribers and friends here on YouTube, and she asked if I would do a neutral look using, she gave me a list of a few palettes, and the Afrique palette from Juvia's Place was one of them. And when I use this palette, I always use like the blues, the greens, the yellow, the red, and I never dip into like this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, or that shade, or even that shade. There's a lot of shades in this palette I really haven't used. So we're going to dip into this palette today, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And I might do a what do you call it? I might extend this series, not right away, but I definitely think that I'm going to do like another week of neutrals in the future, or maybe just do this on a, on a regular basis from time to time, because I think it's nice and fun to incorporate neutrals into all of the colorful looks that I do, and I don't think it hurts, and I'm actually enjoying it. And it also really helps me to use shades that I normally would not reach for. So I put way more on one side than on the other, so I'm just gonna even that out. This is just my Shape Tape. So yeah, so I'm not disliking these neutral looks as much as I thought I originally would. So again, I forgot to do my brows. Let me go do that real fast and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. So I have my brows done. I used my $1 Billion Brow pencil that I got in my BoxyCharm. My nails look atrocious, please ignore them. And today is a really relaxed day here because we have a snowstorm going on, and I'm just in my PJs and relaxing and creating a look with you guys. So I think the first shade I'm going to dip into is called Angelique, which is this light shade right here, and I'm just going to take it on this fluffy brush. It's a shimmery shade, but I want to put it initially on my brow bone, so I'm going to do that. I don't normally set any part of my eyeshadow base, but I want to do my brow bone today. I don't always do a brow bone shade, I feel like, so the only time I usually remember is if I do it first. Otherwise, I kind of forget about that. So what is going on with you guys? Do you guys have nice weather? Because we do not. It is really bad outside. We have about 8 inches of snow on the ground, and we have ice coming. So I think the first shade I'm going to go into after that is this one, and then I'm going to go into this one after. So Kissy and then Cameroon. Kissy is the lighter shade. And please, if you have any palettes that you would like to see me do a neutral look with, leave it below. And if I have the palette, I will try to do that. But I have a few series coming up on my channel that is not related to neutral looks, but after that I might revisit this neutral side of the palette idea and do some more palettes. And I also want to do the colorful side of the palettes, of each of the palettes that I did in this series at some point, but I have a very specific series for next week that I'm really excited about. So you guys will just have to wait and see what that is, because I'm really excited. All right, now I'm going into Cameroon, which is like a burnt, not like a burnt orange, but like a toasty brown maybe. I'm terrible at describing neutral colors, but a very warm orangey brown maybe. I didn't realize how many palettes I own that have a lot of neutral shades in them and colorful shades at the same time. I think I also used to buy neutral palettes way more often than I would now. Let me see. I think next I want to go into Bintu, which is the matte red right here. And I'm just going to load up my brush and then put that on the outer V. And I know that my looks are neutral, but still like very in your face-ish. But that's because I just, on myself, I just don't like looks that are so neutral that they don't even show up hardly. So that's why I'm just using the neutral shades to see what I can create with them. Okay, that's really pretty. I do like burgundies and reds. I don't use them as much as other shades, but I do like them. And I'm not going all the way in with this shade. Okay, and then we're going to take some glitter glue. I feel like my nose always gets a little stuffy when the weather gets like icky outside. So I'm going to take that glitter glue and I'm going to put it on my lid and going into the outer V color and a little bit into the crease. Took a little bit too much. There we go. Okay. For some reason I feel like I'm having deja vu. Have you ever had that before? Okay. And then I'm going to take this big flat shader brush and I'm going to go into Fifi, which is this shade right here. It's a metallic red with like a little bit of a pinker undertone. And I'm going to put that right here on the outer portion. That is so beautiful. And I've literally, I don't think I've ever dipped into the shade before. I bought this palette for that bright green that is in this shade. I mean, in this palette. But that is so pretty. So, so, so pretty. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then the next shade I'm going to go in with is the goldish bronze called Kofi. Here's Sophie arguing with her brother. Okay, and next I'm going to flip the brush and I'm going to go in with Kofi, which is like that. It's like a gold bronzy. Yeah, it's like a gold. And I'm going to put that right next to the red shade. And I guess I'll go all the way in. And then we'll put Angelique in the inner corner once we've done our face. That's pretty. And you could probably go even more neutral if you didn't add the red. And you just went in with the browns and the gold. But wanted the red. Okay, so that is all I'm going to do for the lid right now. I'm going to go do my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so my base is on. I used the Wet n Wild Stick Foundation. I used the Tarte Shape Tape. I used the Beauty Bakery Flour Baking Powder in Translucent. So now we're going to go in with, I have the Saharan Volume 2 blush set. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of Yara and see if I can use it as a bronzer, but it might be a little bit too orange, but I'm just going to use, whoa. Okay, literally I went like this. Like that. Look at that pigment. Like, no, that side is way too much. Okay. I literally went in with the tiniest amount. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gotta work fast to blend it out. But I do like the tone. Even though it's supposed to be a blush, but on me it is not. And we'll go over it with my sponge. It's the easiest way to kind of clean it up when it's that crazy pigmented. All right. I don't want to do a lot of bronzing today, so that is good enough. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I am dropping stuff left and right. Okay. And then, where did my blush brush go? It was just here. It was just here. I'll use this. I just dropped like half of the stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Lena, which is this one here. I'm like holding my highlighting brush as well. Let me set it down. And a little bit of Sola, which is the shimmery one, as I like spit. This is with like a really fluffy brush, and it's still that pigmented. This is the BH Cosmetics brush set that I have a giveaway for. The video is called Happy Valentine's Day, Thank You. So definitely go enter if you haven't already. All right. And then I've never used this shade before. This is Zoba, and it's supposed to be like a highlighter, but I feel like if it's a little bit too dark, I can use Angelique over top of it from the eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to go in with my Rose Spray from Wet n Wild. I just like to go in with some kind of rose spray to like meld the powders into my skin. I'm going to use my Royal & Langnickel highlighter brush and just use... Okay, no, that's definitely not going to work. I'm not even going to continue with that because that's going to make me look like I have a cold. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Angelique. Much better. So that's that light shade that we put on the brow bone. And I love using shades in the eyeshadow palettes for other things. On the Cupid's bow. Okay, now I need mascara, which I don't even know if I brought with me. Oh, you guys, and I just dropped something else. Okay, let me just do this to kind of put everything together. Let's do the lower lash line first, and then we'll worry about mascara. So I'm going to take Fiji, which is the shimmery red, and I'm just going to put that on the lower lash line. That's pretty. Oh, I guess I could have used the orange in this palette too, and that would have counted as a neutral as well, but I like the way this turned out. All right, and then I'm going to take Angelique and put that in the inner corner. That's pretty. This is a really pretty shade, and it works really well as a highlighter and as an inner corner highlight. And then where that little gap is, I'm going to take Kofi, the gold one, and just feather that into the red a little bit. Okay. And then for lips, I have this lipstick here. This is the Coloris Shine from L'Oreal, and it is in the shade Dazzling Dough. And it's just like these are very sheer, but I just wanted, well, okay, they're not as sheer as I thought that they were. But I just wanted something kind of glossy and neutral on the lips. Let me go put on some mascara and I will be right back. Okay, so I just sprayed my face with the Australis makeup setting spray, and I put on my telescopic, every time I say my telescopic mascara from IT Cosmetics. No, my superhero mascara. It looks like a telescope, the tube does, and L'Oreal had one in the same type of packaging called the telescopic mascara. So ignore me. But so this is my neutral look using the Afrique palette from Juvia's Place. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know, again, any palettes that you want to see down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.